Monday again. Well, it's not quite as sunny, but it's always a sunny day inside here in HPT Realty. How you doing, Mindy?
Always very good. Thanks for being here, Charles.
Of course.
And today is a special day with a special agent, Auntie Dow. Hey, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Auntie Dow been with us. Oh my God, for so long.
Yeah.
Really?
And I know you've been in the business for like more than 17 years, almost 20 years, right?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
But before that, I also do it.
Wow. So how did you get into the business? Can you share with us about yourself?
Well, actually, like when I start the business, first of all, I go to buy some kind of the house with my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like at that time, I see that, like how come, so this kind of business is very opportunity. At that time, I don't have too much knowledge about, like how to deal with the real estate.
Sure, we have to all start somewhere, right?
Exactly. So since then, I try to learn, and then like from there, the more I learn, and then the more I feel excited. So that's why I try to get, like I say, hey, yeah, this is a good, like very good opportunity.
Very
that's
smart.
why,
Yes,
that's why I jump in. And my background, I also have some kind of the construction knowledge.
That's awesome.
I think that like a lot of people told me, hey, yeah, this is a very good opportunity because to feel. So like whenever you come to see the house, and then what is it there and how to fix it. That's true.
Yeah, you know how they're built, right?
Exactly.
A lot of people get into real estate because they're from their first buying experience. You're going, I could do that, right? And plus, I'm in construction, so I could help people and things. So how did you know? Okay, so you started that. You wanted to identify good deals and things. But was it rewarding for you? Was it very difficult at the beginning?
Actually, like everything at the beginning is difficult if you don't have the knowledge. But whenever you have the knowledge, right, and that is a very strong weapon for you to get into the target.
How long did it take before you felt comfortable? Before you were kind of fake it till you make it. You try to strive, and you're always learning. It's such a steep learning curve, right? When you first you get your license, you think you know everything, and then the real world hits, right? It's so different, right?
Yeah, right. Beginning, like I started, and then like when I see this kind of opportunity,
yes,
I do believe that like hey, this is right for me. Even if I lost at the first time, like that very good lesson for me. However, like with my background knowledge about the construction, so when I step into the house, and then I know, like how much it costs to fix it.
You see it with different eyes, right?
When
you walk into a house, you see the studs behind the sheetrock. You see, the poor grading that they did in the backyard, and so many things in your head.
Exactly. So like when I look at it, and I know what the number is supposed to be.
Right.
Like to fix it, and then like when I finish it, and I can control that number easily. And then I say, hey, yeah, this is right, like very good business for me if I learn and then I get myself training on the real estate.
Right.
I started from there.
So that's great advantage for customer whoever work with
yeah.
you. Yeah, so that they know exactly how much it's gonna cost, and then how much it's gonna be. They know how to budget their financial.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yeah, because like most of the client when they go to buy the old house, right? And then they scare, like what happened with that house, and then like when they buy the house and how much they supposed to spend out to fix it. I know like out there is a home inspector, but home inspector is just generally.
Just inspection.
Yeah, just inspection in generally. They don't know more specific than the general contractor. I mean.
Right. So there's probably situations where you're showing something, the inspector brings something up, and the buyer's scared. And you're thinking, that's only going to be $50 to fix, or I could just fix it right now, But they don't know.
No.
That you know.
Yeah, scare them up.
Of course, yeah. So like when I see for my client, and then after that I coming up with like the list how much the cost to fix it.
Right. The repair list.
Exactly. And then I tell them, like honestly, like if you buy this one, that is the price you're supposed to, like pay later on. Not only the price you pay for the house, but also the price you pay for fixing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is great for investor, customer who wants to work with and cheat out.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why most of my clients love my knowledge. And then I tell them honestly, like how much it costs to fix it. So, yeah.
Well, before the pandemic hit in 2020, there was a lot of ADU things. And, you get a building, and how much can it be? How much is it going to cost? And all this. So you must have just loved that period where you could have put your expertise in.
Yeah.
But once COVID hit and it was a little different. How did you get through 2020?
Right.
Actually,
what was your secret?
When the COVID hit in, right, and then I also, of course, everybody scared of that one, and then even me, I sit home, but I also use my spare time to figure it out. Okay, so I mean that's the best way to review it. And then when you review it, and then you see you're supposed to do some kind of a different strategy. Yeah, and then during that time I figured out whenever I go to see the old house for my client, or whenever I see the old house, I supposed to know some of my client would like to buy it, and then I just tell them hey, yeah, this is a good opportunity for you if you want to buy this kind of house. And then after the pandemic is like not dangerous, and then we can come back and fix it. Yeah, so
it's a good time for you to review, right?
Yeah, review
and advise your clients.
Yeah. So most of my time, my spare time, I review, and then I searching.
Wait, you have spare time?
Actually, during that COVID time, you also have a spare time. You sit at home.
Sure.
Actually, you do it at home. Right? Okay, and then
It means more time for you to do.
Exactly.
Correct. Correctly way.
So you better refresh your mind. Hey, forget about COVID. I know right now out there dangerous. However, okay, refresh your mind, and then okay.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things so that you can make yourself busy. But when you are busy for yourself, actually, you find out a lot of the good thing when it is over, and then here, you introduce to your customer. Yeah, but the most important to me, I just tell with my client honestly. Yeah, I tell them everything the truth. The truth in the best way, so that you can win the friendship. To earn the trust.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly, to earn the trust. And most likely my client come from my
referral.
Yeah, referral.
Wow.
So whenever I tell them the truth, and then hey, mouth to mouth, they say, hey, yeah, this guy, he just tell you the truth, everything, and so that later on, new customer from their refer coming back, and then to me that is the most important than I mean appetite from mouth by mouth.
Yeah.
So when you go into a home for the first time that you're trying to maybe list, and you see bright green carpeting that the wife proudly picked out, do you tell them that's horrible? Are you that truthful?
No, actually, whatever you come there and you see it, okay, you just tell them the truth. Hey, okay.
Well, but you do have to tell them. You're trying to market. You're trying to get them the best price for their home. And if it means maybe hurting some feelings, maybe you have to go that way.
Yeah, I agree. Even if they don't see it, later on, I have to tell them. Yeah, I tell them, hey, this is good, this is bad, whatever regarding about the condition of the house. I tell them the truth. The final decision is there, not me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sometimes they ask me, hey, Chidao, so if you are me, what are you supposed to do? I say, hey, okay. I just tell you the truth. The decision is yours. So even if you ask me that question, I say, hey, this is that. If I am I won't buy this one because it's that bad. I tell them, straightforward.
Yeah.
Okay. But however, they say sometimes, what about, because I remember there is one customer that say, okay, if you are me, you don't buy. But now I want to buy. If you knock it down, lower price, I say, oh wow, this guy was so smart, like instead of, for example, like the house about like 600, and then you bought it probably the price would be lower, and then like let's see, and then after that I hire you to fix it. Okay, fine, like I just tell you the truth, but the decision is yours. But that is a smart way. He win last time.
That's right.
He win that.
Or you kind of let them win always, right?
No, I always support my customer to win it. Yeah, and I really want.
Yeah, look out for the interest first.
Exactly.
That's good. Yeah.
With your construction background, I know, Mindy, you've done a number of fix and flip properties and stuff now.
That was really good.
Quite popular. So what's your experience been lately in the fix and flip kind of thing? Do you do many of those, or have your clients do those?
Actually, like when you buy the old house and then you fix it, and then you fix it and then you turn it back to the market. That also a very good business.
Hard to find right now, right? Some of those homes.
Right now, a lot of competition. I can tell. Yeah.
Overpriced.
But like if I see it durable, and like there is a gap in there, like first of all, I think for my customer, I say, hey, customer, this is good. Do you want to do it? Or if not, I will do it. Like when they want, and some customers they say, hey, what about like if the price of that house is too high, so join with me. I'm willing to.
Mindy, his office has a lot of great training stuff. We've had Gov Hutchinson from CAR speak on the new things about the real estate contracts, and always new people that are coming in. Lately, how have you kept on top of new trends and stuff? I know they just announced that they're going to allow open houses again on your construction field. Lumber costs have gone triple to 4 times.
Yes.
A deck that would have cost $1,500 is now going to be $20,000 or something. Well, how have you been kind of keeping up with that information?
So like I agree. Right now. The price for the material, it goes crazy. So that's why like the cost to build a house is not like before.
Yeah, so, and it's not just houses; it's apartment buildings. We've had apartment buildings that we were dealing with that. It's not just that it's expensive; they can't even get enough lumber to build.
I know. So like to me, I just tell them the truth. Because I know nothing more value than the truth. And then they figure it out by themselves. They say, hey, right now the price for the material is very high. Okay, so for example, like you buy a piece of the plywood before about like $27, but now it's jumping up about 56. 56, more than double.
Wow.
Okay, so this one I have nothing to hide. So they can check it out online, or they can go straight to the Home Depot or wherever they can see it. And then like just tell them the truth, and then after that, I am willing to make a list for them to see like if the price, the final price, coming up to how much, and I say here it is. This is the price. You have 2 options. You want to go forward, or you want to wait for a while. So they make the decision. I am not going to get involved in their decision.
So you are in the business for that long.
Yeah.
I know that you're going through so many experience. So any good experience you want to share?
Okay. So about like 3 or 4 years ago, I got the experience of buying one income property for my client.
Like how many units?
It's about like 4 units.
Oh.
Yeah, 4 units. And then I remember, like that time. The value of that one, I remember about like by that time about like for example like 950, right? 950. Okay.
Wow.
The old seller, like they already fixed some house, that's one of the house in there. But after that, they get a problem with the tenant, and then they put it on the market. And then I try to go there to take a look at, and then I see that, this is a good opportunity. Like I think that the seller didn't know how to deal with the tenant at that time. Yeah, so you know that in this country.
Oh yeah, no, I mean even county to county, LA is so much more difficult than Orange County and vice versa.
So I help my client to get that deal done. Very good price. They okay to lower the price so that like my client will deal with the tenant. And then I help my
buyer.
My buyer. But the good thing is not only me, but also behind me is the SPT team. They also okay advise me should do this, should do that, okay. And and after that I get that deal done for my client, and in the end happy ending. Very happy ending. And also after that I continue to help my client to fix whatever needs to be fixed.
Oh, wow.
Now the value of that income
right, so it's maybe good and bad, right, that you're the contractor, because they know who you're going to call after.
Yeah.
Hey, my this thing is broken. Maybe you can help me fix it. Right?
I said I always
maybe
said,
you shouldn't tell anybody you're a contractor.
no, definitely
Be
I
proud
always
to be,
I always stand behind my client. Day or night. There's one time like my client, the other client, they got a broken pipe plumbing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they call me. Believe it or not, they
call
call me.
down plumbing service.
They call me at 10:30
Wow.
p.m. Yeah,
See.
and then he say he cried on the phone. He say, wow, yeah. I don't know, like there is a broken pipe and the water, coming out. And I say, oh, what happened? He said, he tried to call for the old contractor before, but they not pick up the phone. And then, I have to fix for him just a small thing, in his house. And I say, okay, don't worry, I will come there. Count on me. About 20 minutes later, I come there and then I use the thing to...
The tools,
Yeah, the tool to
Wow,
lock it up the water.
down real estate
Awesome.
and broker. Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, my point is, you always
You can't-
respect your customer. Respect your customer, and then stand right behind them. Always pick up their phone. My ways. I always pick up the phone. Even if I am on the phone with somebody else, when I coming back, I see that and I will call them back, because they rely you, and then they they trust you. So don't make them feel bad at all.
Yeah.
So,
That's good.
Yeah, that's right, realtors. The first thing you want to do when you're getting into the business is you got to answer the phone, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Answer your phone.
My phone never changed it. For
Right.
30 years. I keep my number the same.
But answer your phone. All friends that are in the real estate business, when we're together, we get a phone call. It's okay, we know. You got to answer that phone.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
So
the most
Joe,
important.
did you see? Not only is selling real estate, he has a big passion about helping people.
Yeah. I love it.
During nighttime,
Yeah, I know who I'm going to
10:30,
call.
plumbing problem, call him. He's just
I love
happy to help people.
Yeah.
So that's the great thing about us over here. Not only in selling real estate, we do help people in different aspects. And timing, to some people, to some agent is, they have a limit of timing. Don't call me after hours, but he is no problem with that,
Yeah.
which make him different with others, right?
I after that, the story go forward. After that, he, that client told me that, okay, from now on, I will call you only you, and then okay. So also he introduced for me, a few more customer.
Oh wow.
Okay,
Beautiful.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Beautiful
That's what
story.
happens.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So how do you have enough of time? You need to live your life, right?
Actually, whatever it is, if you schedule everything on time, and then you keep your timing on the schedule, I mean, you can do in that time frame. However, if you cannot do it, just tell the truth with your customer. Hey, right now I'm busy, I cannot do it, but I promise with you that 1 hour later, 1 day later, or 1 week later, so that they know when, or if
To
they
respect.
okay. So if not, they will looking for somebody else.
Right.
Don't just say, hey, yeah, I can do it. I will show up 1 hour later.
No
But
promise
actually,
without
like,
delivery.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm not that kind of
So
person.
you'll show up on time and smell good.
So Yeah.
All these talented people. I mean, he's a contractor, he's a realtor. There's got to be some other hidden talents, right? As many of
Okay.
you HPT realtors
right.
have.
So what is another something that we don't know about you. What is your hobby? What is another talent that we don't know?
Well, okay, my hobby, like whenever I got a free time, I love to go to the show on building show or like go to Home Depot or wherever, so that they sell tool or something like that, and then like
They haven't
I enjoy
had
it.
a lot of those lately, right? After pandemic shows, we like to go to
Hopefully,
so some of the I guess conventions and stuff, and where they have seminars. You're always learning, right?
and like even I got a time, like I sit at home and then like I turn on Google or YouTube to see how learning.
Constantly learning. Even his hobby is still learning.
Even I got experience. However, like people out there, they got a lot of experience different than me. So I'm willing to learn. I'm very open minded. Like okay, yeah, I love to suck the knowledge.
It does take an open mind and be humble, because a lot of times we think we know it all.
No.
Sometimes, and that's when problems start, right?
Exactly. So one last thing, we've been working together for so long.
Right.
So I just want to ask again, why HPT?
Why HPT? You know the answer, Mindy. Okay, whenever I go back, and then like HPT have a very good support to my career, and then also like HPT actually like it's not a business, it's a family. It's a family.
Thank you.
Okay, so
APT.
yeah, so whenever I need help, and then I just tell this and that, and then like rural people jump in, they share the experience with me. Yeah, of course, like whenever they ask me, I also share my experience with them. Yeah, and like out there, a lot of people ask me to join with their team. Seriously, like, but I say, hey, yeah, I have a very good family here.
Thank
And
you.
then
And don't take me away from my family.
I'm really happy and appreciate all the support and the love from Hanchi Dao and every other agents in this family, HPT.
Hanchi Dao, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you to have me here. So I love to come back again.
Yeah, we'd love to have you back again too.
Okay.
Well, we're looking forward to having even more great agents to learn more about the HPT family.
Yeah.
So again, Chi Dao, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank
Being
you.
our guest today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Be safe, That's the most important right
Well,
now.
that wraps it up for this episode of Mindy's Manic Monday. We will join you next week for another amazing guest.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hope to see
Thank
you
you,
again.
John.